Okay, here we are in Surrey for the latest edition of Breakfast with Fram for the Channel Vass Squash Championships at St George's Hill, and we're with Scotland's Greg Lobban.
Ta-da-da! Yeah, Greg. Welcome, welcome. You're just back from training because you're not playing today.
Yeah.
For who you have got to know Greg. I met him the first time. He was on the train station front. He was lost, all alone in Herentals, which is maybe not the centre of the world. You know, it's a bit lost in the, and he was a bit like, I don't know where I am, and I'm from Scotland, and it was the World Championship, wasn't it, in Herentals?
Yeah.
And it was the first time I saw you, and I was amazed by your racket skills. That was a few years ago. How many years? That was 10 years? 10 years?
Yeah, 10. So, yeah, it would be 10 years.
You joined PSA in 2012.
Yeah.
When you were just 20, weren't you?
Yeah. So PSA, but I remember that one really well because that was one of the first trips I'd done all by myself, and I hadn't really got a grasp the concept of even changing trains. So I remember sitting on a carriage close to you guys, and then seeing you guys get off and being like, right, this is my time, obviously. So yeah, that was a really way into kind of what it would be like in life on tour, and but no, it's great. It was I remember the first time. I was a lost little boy.
So, what got you? I mean, is it your parents that got you to squash, or what is the story there?
Yeah, I started squash when I was about 12 years old, and I was always tennis and badminton before that, so I was racket sports always, and any sport I could find I would play. But it wasn't necessarily my parents. I think me and my sister got my parents into squash. Mum and dad were always badminton and tennis, so just at the club we were at, my first coach, Robin Hamill, he was the first one that got me into squash, and loved it from the second I got on it. And the story when I started was that I used to play tennis, and because I was in Inverness, north of Scotland, it was time it got to winter, like the courts had frozen over.
Yes,
so there was no option to go on court, and it was luxury getting on court, 4 walls, heated courts, and so yeah, in the winter it was great. It was a nice place to be, much warmer, and never looked back after that.
That's amazing. Well, you had a pretty busy summer. Can you tell us about your, something quite special happened this summer?
I got married to Donna.
Yes.
Donna, who's also obviously a professional squash player, as most people know. So it was great. Got married in Australia just after the Commonwealth Games, and really special time. It was.
So you had a sort of Commonwealth Games plus, the wedding. I think that this summer it's going to stay for a little while.
Yeah, that was a great. Yeah, it was a really good summer, and Donna took home the medals for us. So it's a shame I fell a little bit short, but
next one.
Yeah, next one. But yeah, it was a great summer, and 2 very memorable events that will stay in the memory.
To have your wife or girlfriend on the tour, is that a plus, do you think, or is it a minus? How do you feel, about the whole being in love with somebody that is actually on the tour? How does it work?
There's definitely some challenges with it, because there's a lot of days where one of us will have a really good day and one of us will have a really bad day, and it's just about picking each other up. But when we both have a good day, there's nothing like it really. It's a special feeling, and I don't think we would be doing it unless we saw it as a positive, and it works. Like whether it's training together or the biggest plus is you're getting to see the world together, like as your job. Like there's not many people that can do that, and we're away from home. Like where is home, I guess, but wherever you base yourself, and it's there's a lot of time away from home, so to get to do it at most of the events now is fantastic, and as I said, we get to see a lot of cool places, meet new people, and it's a great life.
Well, the lesson is, you've got to fall in love with somebody from the tour. That's it. That's the end of the story. To finish, because we always try to keep it short, but I would like to know, what is your best memory so far about squash? Do you have a best memory yet, or is it still to come?
I hope it's still to come.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can narrow it down to one. I know that's kind of a boring answer.
Something that you really enjoyed. That it was really like precious.
Precious was maybe coming back. I'll never forget kind of the first match I came back from injury and competing again. I was at the European Team Championships, and that was a really tough time in my career. So it wasn't.
Tell us again what the injury was.
I tore my hamstring off the bone at the top, and so it meant I was out for 8 months, 6 to 8 months, and
it's a long time when you're.
Long time, and I never really suffered from any injuries before that. So to go from not really thinking about it to facing it was really difficult. So, and I have a complete renowned respect for anyone that's gone through something like that. So yeah, coming back, it wasn't necessarily winning anything. I actually lost my first match coming back, but just being there and knowing what I had to do in the lead up to it and being part of the team again, yeah, that was really special. So it wasn't necessarily winning's great, but I just had such a great feeling of gratitude to be back and doing what I enjoy. So that was great.
Thank you very much, Greg. Thank you. We speak with you soon for the next best memory.
Okay, great.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.